This is Texarkana Game Day coming to you from Texas A&M, Texarkana. Craig Jenkins, my man down here. We have head coach of the ladies basketball team, Coach Kevin Dawes. And how on earth do you end up in Texarkana from Nebraska?
You might argue that I got lost, but no, I love it down here. I'm from the Nebraska area, like you said, and the way it happened was the athletic director here, Michael Galvan, I worked for him for 3 years prior to this, and he came here 5 years ago. We stayed in touch, and then when the job finally opened and they created the position, he called me, and it's just how it happened. So I'm very fortunate, happy to be here, and certainly happy to work with Michael again.
Yeah, we're excited to have college basketball here in Texarkana. We didn't want to miss it. Tell me, what is the process of just starting a brand new program?
Well, it's a challenge. You kind of have two philosophies. You can go out and recruit a bunch of transfers and try and be competitive immediately. And I didn't really want to do that. We have some patience here, so I wanted to get some young kids, some local kids, just kind of get a good mix, but I want to build this thing. And the hardest thing for me is the patience, and I have to be able to not get too upset with all. I've got a bunch of freshmen, 12 to 11 freshmen, so understand it'll be a growing process and baby steps, but I like the kids we have. We have really good kids. They're not maybe 100% ready to compete in the conference, but they're close. And so we're getting there, and I think by conference season we'll be able to compete pretty well.
You had your two top scorers last game, Victoria Hill and Lexia Matthews, if I'm saying it right. What kind of leadership they have on this team? And tell me about your scores.
Well, Lexia is a true freshman, and she got voted captain.
Great.
So
Great.
That kind of speaks for itself. She's a really good kid. Victoria's a local gal from Genoa Central, actually.
Okay, yeah, I knew y'all had one. That's right.
Yeah, and she's can be our best player. When she's checked in, she's really good, and that's the thing, is keeping her checked in. But she's talented, great kid. I mean, I don't have a complaint about any one of these kids behaviorally, but Vic is really a player. We're going to play her at the point tonight. You'll see her do some pretty good things. However, we're going to play a lot of kids, and there'll be multiple kids getting on the floor, so sometimes it's hard to keep them straight. But you'll see us. We'll have spurts where we look amazing, and then we'll have spurts where we look like we're in junior high. And that's the challenge.
I was looking at your bio. I noticed you've got a lot of experience, made it to the NAIA National Tourney with the number 2 ranking in that right there. I looked at your schedule. You have, not your schedule, your roster. You have 10 freshmen, a couple sophomores, a couple juniors. You said you like to get them in young and build your program like that. Are you going to be recruiting really heavy here in Texarkana, because they're known to have a lot of good athletes at basketball?
I am, to some extent. The downside to it is that, and we've talked about this with our administration, but a lot of times the local kid kind of has a desire to get away.
Yeah.
And so what we're finding is that these kids that end up going to a school in Dallas or Houston or Louisiana or Arkansas call us a year later and want to come back. So part of the reason I'm recruiting local is to plant the seed for a year later. And of course we're going to always take a local kid. We got 2 B-Queen girls. We got a Genoa Central girl, a Center Point girl, a Texarkana girl. But we're going to find these kids transferring back, and that's pretty common. So yes, we're going to recruit. Are we going to strictly limit it to that? No, I'm going to take any player. We need shooters and we need size right now. So if that means kids from here, great. If that means kids from San Antonio, great. But I'm going to find the right kids for our system.
I feel like if you can get them on campus, Texarkana is a great community, but these facilities, I don't know if you've had a chance to tour them, Craig, top notch.
Yeah, but they really are. It's been very well done, very well planned out, and I think once we get them here, they see the video boards, we'll have replays going, and the gym in here last night had a great atmosphere. Unfortunately, we didn't shoot it worth a darn, but when we shoot it normally the way we will, this place is going to get rolling, and certainly by the time the men's game starts, it's going to be quite an atmosphere.
I've been in this gym 4 times, Craig. Every time I've came in here, somebody, I don't even know what that machine's called, where it shoots the ball back out to you, somebody's been in here working with it.
Yeah, this is actually my first time coming into this facility, and I walked in and I was truly amazed at how beautiful it is.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. It's really, really nice.
And I was speaking with one of the men's players earlier who's from Arlington, and he said he didn't think he would like it here, just leaving the big city to come to a smaller town. And he was like, now that I've been here, he's talking about how nice the campus is and how good of a time it is and how easy of an adjustment it's been for him.
The nice thing they have going right now is and I don't mean this to sound bad, but they're kind of rock stars right now on campus. Everybody's been dying to get basketball here, so they're getting a lot of attention. I don't think that'll change, but we got to put a product on the floor that makes people want to come back. So that's the challenge. But yeah, the facility's fantastic. The administration's been fantastic. The place has an aesthetic value that you don't see in a lot of smaller colleges. So I think the chance here for growth is good. We're looking to go D2 probably down the road in a couple, 3 or 4 years. So that, I think the chance here to compete is really through the roof.
Well, Coach, it's getting about close to game time. We'll let you get with your team. Appreciate you coming on. We'll catch you post-game. Best of luck tonight.
I'm glad you guys are here. Thanks for Texarkana for supporting us.
Yeah, bro.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
We'll bring in Athletic Director Michael Galvan. Man, how excited are you right now?
Oh, boy, let me tell you, is that what you call it right now? We've been going at it. We had a playoff game for soccer earlier today. Now we got a doubleheader, men and women. Man, we're rocking and rolling out here.
Yeah, man, we've been excited about when we first heard college basketball was coming. We were like, we got to be a part of it.
Hey, I tell you what, this is something that has been a long time coming here. Been here 6 years. Saw the vision. Dr. Cottrell supported it as the president of the university. She saw what athletics can bring to campus, to the community, and the support we're getting. I mean, it's just tremendous. I mean, look at you guys, what you've started, which is just second to none, and you guys are out here. So that's great. Speaks volumes for what we're doing.
Thank you. Tell me what the process it took to get a basketball team, a college basketball team. Seems like it couldn't have been easy.
Well, it's not easy. I arrived 6 years ago, had a 5-year plan. We're in year 6, revised it in year 3. Had some specifications to meet with our governing body, but at the end of the day, basketball was on the agenda as a premier sport for us. So we want to get to the magic number of 10 sports, sustain it. But it's been a long time coming. For me, it was the planning stages, trying to find out financially what it takes. And it's tough at a small campus, but the students wanted it, the community wanted it, the president wanted it, so here we are.
Yeah, we were talking just a little while ago about how nice the facilities are here. I can't imagine there's going to be another team in this conference with facilities half as nice as this.
Hey, I tell you what, these video boards, you get the support of just the acoustics in here, I'll tell you, from a sound standpoint, are terrible. However, for the cheering, for the student section, and you get the opposing point guard doing, trying to find, what do you want, coach? I can't hear you. So as bad as the acoustics are for radio and announcing, it's tremendous for a game atmosphere, and that's what we wanted. Yeah. That's what we wanted.
I grew up here in Texarkana, and in the 90s they had what was called a Red River Shootout, and those games would be absolutely packed, and I'm kind of feeling like Texarkana is a big basketball town as well, and I'm hoping some of that enthusiasm that we had back then spills over to you guys out here.
Hey, that's what we want. We want the support. We want the community to come out and support us. I've got the men at 4, 6 o'clock tonight, Monday night, 7:30. It's all about the community coming out. Yes, and I know we get in our little bubbles and we get busy with our own little, our kids' games, but we're going to do everything we can to get kids out here at halftime show, let them play, do some activities to engage the community.
When I was a kid at Run Longview, my dad would take me to Kilgore College basketball games. Loved going because they used to let us come out there at halftime. Yep. Shoot the rock around.
Exactly. That's what it's about. Family atmosphere.
I think what's going to help you guys a lot is the local players that are on this team. And the areas right around here, that's going to get some people in here to watch these kids play.
From Pleasant Grove tonight. I was talking to Ben Harmon, which is Aaron Harmon's brother, and he was excited about this game. I think we're going to have him on the men's halftime.
Hey, that's great. That Harmon family's tremendous athletes.
You can't go wrong, evidently, with any of them.
No,
winners.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, you're right. I mean, having the local flavor helps. Yeah. We want to keep as many local flavors as we can, and at the end of the day, it's about putting a great product out there, and that's what we're going to do.
I'm definitely excited to be here.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
What are we going to see tonight from this ladies team? Up tempo? Are they going to run plays? What do you think?
I tell you what, Coach Dobbs. I was with him previously at another institution, and when I went through the hiring process, I was looking for someone to bring in something that's going to make everybody excited about coming out. Whether it's men, women, doesn't matter. Hey, these ladies are going to get up and down the floor. They're going to shoot the three. They're going to shoot it at high rate, high success percentage. They're going to press at times. They're going to drop back. Then from the men's side, you're going to see a men's side. We'll get to that later on, but you'll see a fun atmosphere. Last night, people were walking out and said, hey, this is what we wanted to see. Up and down the floor, something exciting. The kids love it, the fans love it, and that's why we're here.
Let's talk about the facilities here, and that they're so new and so nice. If you haven't been out to Texas A&M Texarkana, up until about a month ago, I had never walked on this campus, and I don't know what I thought was going on out here, but it wasn't what I thought. Because, man, it's like these are major universities don't have campuses as nice as this.
Well,
and y'all are a major university, but I mean, like,
oh yeah, exactly.
big.
Yes,
and to be right in our backyard in Texarkana, and I know all the work all these community leaders are doing here. Speak of one specifically, Kerry Patterson's got his name on the building out here, and you talk about a guy that gives back to his community and does a lot.
Hey, let me tell you, the Patterson Center here is first class. We want to do it first class. The Judy Kelly Morgan soccer facility, artificial turf, light soccer stadium. It's the best soccer stadium. I'll match it up. Anybody in the region that's just primarily soccer. A lot of colleges play football and soccer on their stadium. Yeah. This is primarily soccer. It is the best in this region. And that's what I wanted with a building this size, 39,000 square feet. I wanted to give our coaches something to go out and promote and say, hey, this is what you're going to play in.
Yeah. Well, even outside of a student athlete, I would send my kids here. And whether they're a student athlete or not, they have weight room, I'm assuming it's for all the kids.
Yep.
The training room right down the hall down here, Craig, is unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, it's nicer than anything we've seen.
I know he mentioned the soccer field, and one thing that I really enjoyed when my daughter was a few years younger, the soccer team had like a camp for young kids, and they treated her so nice. I thought that was amazing. Do you think that's something that the ladies basketball team and the men's basketball team would do?
That's we're all about community outreach. We're all about pushing our student athletes to be the model for the younger athletes, for the younger community members, school age. And we've gotten them into the school districts, and we want to get them into the youth associations and pull those kids out here to show them, hey, use your athletic ability to come out and get an education. And it can be done in your own backyard.
Absolutely.
So that's exactly what we're wanting to do.
Do athletics bring more kids on campus, even non-athletes?
Yes. The rule of thumb is +2. You win +3. People want to come and say, hey, our basketball program's undefeated. Hey, I got a boyfriend, I got a girlfriend, we want to be a part of something successful. Just like what you guys are doing, people are jumping on your ship because you're successful. I live by this. The world treats winners way differently. Hey, and we are going to win, and you guys being out here helps that.
And one thing I can say about it is a degree from Texarkana A&M is a good degree to have.
Hey, holds a lot of weight, let me tell you.
Yeah. Man, beautiful campus. We have, if you're sitting at home right now, we'll be live streaming this game and the men's game, but still come out tonight, watch college basketball in Texarkana. Hey. When we heard it was coming, we're like, we've done so many firsts just in our industry in Texarkana since August. We were like, this is another first we have to do.
Well, what you're doing by streaming it right now, we have students from Utah. And they're wanting to know, how do we get the game? How do we get they're looking for you. They're searching. So, we got kids from all over, and the parents they can't make the trip down. Yeah. Hey, what you guys are doing tonight, we appreciate it.
That's awesome. We have the players coming on the floor. We have a lot of local players, and the girl from Genoa, we've had our inbox telling us, man, hey, keep an eye on her. She's the real deal.
Hey, Victoria Hill, remember that name. Gentlemen, remember that name. She'll put on a show. She's got some, as the kids say, she's got some handles. You'll see it tonight. You'll see it.
Definitely eager to see it.
How far are we to kick off? About 5 minutes to kick off. Tip off. I'm still in football mode. I'm excited for basketball season. Especially after last night. It was so cold.
Oh, I can imagine. Well, I'll tell you what. Don't be jealous, but it was about 72 in here. So let me just leave it at that.
Oh, yeah, it was warm in here.
Well, we didn't bring Tony with us. He always wears shorts when it's 30 degrees outside. I don't know what he'd wear when it's 70 degrees.
I'm afraid to see. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I know Tony real well. I don't want to know. That's more than the information I need.
Well, so I'm assuming we're going to have a packed stadium tonight.
Hey, I sure hope so. And if we don't, there's going to be other opportunities with your commitments. I get it. I understand. But come out, support these kids. We are out in the community giving back constantly. So come out if you need information. I'm on the website. I'm out in public.
Well, let me ask you, how far in December do y'all play?
We go up to the 22nd or 23rd.
Oh, really?
Our women are playing at North Texas Division I school, and they're top notch. And so they're going to go down and see what the Division I experience is about. Win, lose, or draw. But then we kick back up right about January 4th, and we run through the month of February.
We have a Saturday in December. We always do a community Christmas event. We invite all the kids out. They get free photos with Santa and top notch. Everything we do on it, it's completely free for everyone that comes. Last year we had about 2,000 kids come through. We might get with you and have some of the players come out. Maybe even A&M booth out there. It's my favorite day of the year.
Well, get with me. We're on board. You tell me when, we'll make it happen.
All right. So how did you find this head coach of yours?
Well, he actually coached at another school in our conference. I don't mention the other schools.
Okay.
So he was at another school. The only school that matters, Texas A&M, Texarkana. So Coach Wall has a reputation of being a winner. His record speaks for itself. He doesn't talk about winning. He's going to take care of business. Graduated TCU. This guy, his dad, coached all over the country. Coached with Coach Dickey at Texas Tech. Been at Division I places. So everybody knows Coach Wall, which is the dad. However, everybody's starting to know Coach Wall, the son.
Yeah.
Ryan brings a winning attitude, pressing 40 minutes up and down the floor. The guy's a winner in every facet.
I was reading a little bit on his background or whatever, and I definitely could tell that he was a winner by some of the things that they mentioned about his
references. Bill Self at Kansas got talked to him. Chris Beard at Texas Tech. I mean, these guys couldn't say enough positive things about him.
Man, we are about 2 minutes to tip off college basketball in Texarkana, Craig. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
I'm definitely excited.
Well, hey, let's get this thing going, right?
All right, yeah, Craig, I'm going to let you get on a camera up here. And I'm assuming 2 minutes before they start pregame stuff.
Yeah, anthem will kick off right at the buzzer. We'll have a student singing the anthem. We'll announce, and then we'll tip it off, man.
Love it.
All right.
Love it.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Anytime.
I appreciate you coming
Anytime.
on.
Anytime.
Want to get us for men's game, holler at us.
We'll do.
Back on.
We'll do.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Man, this gym, if you kind of can't see it, there's glass on one end of it and a weight room on the other. It's top notch.
Man, I love basketball because the music in here sounds amazing.
Yeah. They were saying when they built this, they might not have thought about crowd noise, which I already believe them.
Yeah, it
I can only
sounds
imagine
good.
this place is going to be packed.
It's probably one of the best sound systems I've ever heard in the gym.
Maybe you need to buy one of these for your car since you keep selling.
I already have it.
But so we're going to bring you this game live here shortly, and followed by this, we will start a new stream for the men's basketball game. Make sure we don't get cut off on our 4-hour time there. But in the little research you did, what did you come up with? What are some things we need to know?
That their coach is definitely a winner. Kevin Dobbs, he's got 12, 13 years coaching collegiate basketball. He was over at another school, took that team to the national tourney in NAIA, and had a ranking as high as number 2. So he's definitely a winner, and I hope he can bring that talent and that skill to Texarkana, Texas A&M. Definitely does.
Yeah. But man, I keep saying it over and over, how exciting it is to finally have college basketball in Texarkana. Facilities are great. Once again, it's a great place. You can live right on campus over here, and even if you don't, we know what kind of community Texarkana is for kids. A lot to do here. Get a quality education right here in town. A lot of the major donors in town, they believe in education. Texarkana College, Texas A&M, and they're putting the money where their mouth is right here in our community. I love to see it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, they're about to start, so we will see you at halftime. Enjoy the basketball game.
And we are out of here.
Brownsboro, Tamaria Manning went to Brownsboro. She was last at Jackson High School down in Tyler. Geraldine Hardy is a freshman from Delhi, Louisiana, went to Ouachita Parish. We talked about Destiny Gonzalez being from Las Vegas. Lucy Parsons from Denton went to Denton Calvary Academy. Brianna Davis is a Lufkin High School grad. Caitlin Gibson was a Cedarville, Arkansas High School grad. Crystal Zapata was from George Sanchez High School. And Kyla Clark was at Malvern High School. So lots of ladies in the neighborhood. So We're going to take a quick break. We'll throw it back to the station for the national anthem. We'll come back for the starting lineup after this here on 107.9 The Fan.
What's so proudly weeping, and the twilight has cleared, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets red glares, bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Ladies and gentlemen, Alana Wiley. And now for the starting lineup. First, the visiting Tigers. At guard, a 5'1" junior out of Brownsboro, Texas. Number 2, Tamaria Manning. At guard, a 5'3" freshman out of Tyler, Texas. Janaya Hilliard. At guard, a 5'7" freshman out of Bellevue, Louisiana. Number 10, Geraldine Hardy. At forward, a 6'2" junior out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Number 11, Destiny Gonzalez. At guard, a 5'3" freshman out of Denton, Texas. Number 12, Lucy Carson. And now, the starting lineup for your A&M Texarkana Eagles. And going to 5'6" freshman out of Tyler, Texas, number 1, and going to 5'7" freshman out of Houston, Texas, number 5, Francis Miller. And going to 5'7" sophomore at Texarkana, Utah. Victoria Cortez and Casey Collins.
That's us. Do what? have no idea how. I wonder, is that an input or an output?
Hey, y'all have mics open down there? Y'all have mics open down there? Yeah, coming in. Do y'all have any mics open? We're getting a lot of.
Flag holding is the Tigers on number 10. Gerald Hardy, the first person. Entering the game for the Eagles, number 4, Taylor Howe. Overall call. Possession out in favor of the Eagles.
All righty, welcome back here to the Patterson Center. Chuck, Zach, and Tony Kirk. We had a little technical difficulty. I think we're fixed now, and we're with about 8 minutes and 10 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 2-0 Eagle lead. Let's make it a 5-0 lead. As perfect timing, Alexia Mateus with the 3 from the left wing, and we're off and running. Eagles on defense. They're to our right. Champion Christian College going from left to right. They're wearing their maroon and yellow uniforms. Ball's on the outer perimeter right now. We'll do the starters at the next dead ball. Destiny Gonzalez with it. She'll leave it for Tamaria Manning. 3-pointer for Manning. Rims around, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Eagles. It's Heavenly Reese on the run. Out ahead trying to get to Haley Washington. Manning back and makes the steal. We're going the other way. Manning full blow. Take what looked like 3 steps and got pulled down. And there'll be a foul on the Eagles with 7:29 to play in the first quarter. Foul is going to be on Heavenly Reese. It'll be her first. Let's do starting lineup brought to you by Fast Signs. For the Eagles, it's Heavenly Reese. It's Milam Francis Miller, Victoria Hill, Haley Washington, and Alexia Mateus are the starters for Texarkana. For the Lady Tigers, Tamaria Manning, Janaea Gilliam, Geraldine Harding, Destiny Gonzalez, and Lucy Parson are the starting 5. Into the free throw line will go Tamaria Manning. Manning with about 3 good dribbles, a little spin in her hand, and she releases that right-handed free throw and misses it.
Yeah, we're sorry you missed the Sports Magic tip-off. Had a little technical problems there, but we believe we have ironed those out at this point.
So it's a 5-0 Eagles lead. Haley Washington got the first basket of the game, just about a minute into play, and then we got the 3 from Mateus, and there's the first point on the board now for Champion Christian College as Tamaria Manning hits one of the 2 free throws. And it's a 5-1 ball game. 7:20 to play here in the quarter. Into the game, Taylor Howell, who's just come in a minute ago. She's in for Hill. Howell leaves it to the right side. Heavenly Reese 3-pointer on the baseline. That one no good. Rebound fought for, tipped and knocked out of bounds, and we're going to get an official signal that the Eagles will retain possession of it.
Similar to last night, a fast start for the Eagles. Hopefully a little better result than we saw last evening.
Throwing it in is going to be Janaea Gilliam. Is going to be Francis Miller throwing it in for the Eagles. Should get it into Mateus, right side. Mateus Kicks the ball back out to Howell. Long three from Taylor Howell. That one off the mark. Rebound yanked down by Lucy Parson. Parson out ahead of the crowd to Gonzalez. A little push and a foul on Taylor Howell, and Gonzalez is going to the free throw line. That'll be foul number 1 on Taylor Howell. Wrestle with the technical things. I did not see why Victoria Hill didn't stay out there long.
No, she did not. She's a young lady from Genoa who had a hot start last night.
Gonzalez to the free throw line now. First shot from her, up and good. So Gonzalez, who had 41 earlier this week, hits her first free throw from the line. I believe she was 9 of 12 from the line in the earlier game this week. Free throw number 2, up as well. So we got a 5-3 ball game. And before we get going, we got a timeout on the court. So Coach Dobbs takes a timeout, 30-second variety.
Find yourself in need of emergency care, come see us at Texarkana Emergency Center. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We are locally owned with board-certified physicians for all your emergencies. We accept all private insurance. At Texarkana Emergency Center, we have on-site lab, pharmacy, x-ray, ultrasound, and CT. Come see us at Texarkana Emergency Center. Real ER without the wait. The next generation of emergency care.
It all out. We appreciate you hanging around with us as we are still ironing out a few wrinkles here in our early days at the Patterson Center.
It's one of the more fun words, dongle. It was our dongle that was
Yeah,
bad.
you had a bad dongle.
You don't like when that happens.
Well, we've got 2 dongles, and you got to decide which dongle you need.
Exactly. 5-3 the game now. Eagles back with the ball. Frances Miller with it, trying to go left side, knocked out of bounds, last touched by Geraldine Hardy of the Lady Tigers. So the Eagles will inbound it on the near sideline. It's again Frances Miller going to inbound it. She finds, Haley Washington almost threw that thing away to Mateus, a step back 3. That one a little bit long. Misses the shot, rebound somehow finds Frances Miller, goes back to Howell, and there's going to be another foul. This one is on Tamaria Manning. That's her first. So 2 fouls apiece.
Got a 2-man, 1-woman officiating crew, 3-person crew to start this one out.
Inbound again finds Taylor Howell, left baseline. She'll dribble it up to the top of the key and reset the Eagle offense. Right side to Reese. Reese looking inside, nothing there. She'll find Haley Washington, bobbles the ball, grabs it back up again with Destiny Gonzalez all over her. Out to Mateus. Mateus drives, splits defenders. Ball blocked and a foul on Gonzalez. Mateus goes down hard to the ground and she'll be going to the free throw line.
Yeah, if you didn't join us for the pregame, Gonzalez is a tall girl, 6'2", and I'm sure the Eagles would love to get her some early foul trouble.
She and Manning are the only juniors on this court. And I think they just did second personal on Gonzalez, which is a big deal.
That is a big
free
deal.
throw good for Alexia Mateus. She's got 4 points.
The foul is on
No movement from the Champion Christian College bench about pulling her out. Oh, they have changed it now to 1 foul on Gonzalez. There's the second free throw. That one good. So Mateus has 5. The lead is 7-3. And we're going to get a little substitution. Checking into the game is Ashley Dykes.
Yeah, Dykes is going to check in for Heavenly Reese.
And it looks like we're also going to get Haley Stilson in as well. Stilson's going to come running down, and Mateus doesn't know I'm coming in for you. So out goes Mateus, in comes Stilson. Eagles going to do that full court pressure, which they did a lot last night. Had some effect late in the game, but by then they were down 30 points. Now they're up 7-3. We're coming up on the 6-minute mark. Manning down the court. Ball tipped around. She gets it back, throws one up kind of wildly. It looks like she almost got bailed out of that. She lost control outside the lane and got some contact from Howell. That's going to be Taylor Howell's second foul. And really got a break that time because that could have easily have been a turnover by the Lady Tigers. Deandra Williams going to check into the game. And she'll come in for Lucy Parson.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get Victoria Hill checking back in. A little discussion on what the call is here.
Well, let's see what we've got. The officials talking in. They're going to let Hill in now. And Hill will check in for Taylor Howell, who's going out with the 2 fouls. Again, the team's a little bit shorthanded on point guards. Aaron Eli had a knee injury and some minor surgery this week. And That's some of the rotation at point guard that's not out there for the Eagles this week. Manning's free throw up and good. So she's 2 for 3 from the line, and it's a 7-4 game.
Remind people, minor surgery means on someone other than yourself.
That's exactly right. Second free throw on the way. That one rattles around and goes in. 3 for 4 from the line is Manning now. She's got 3 points. It's a 7-5 game. Here's Hill across the timeline, right side for Stilson. Launches a 3 way off the mark, short. Rebound from Gilliam. Out ahead to Manning. She goes. Manning, a full head of steam. Layup rolls off the rim. Gonzalez has the putback, and we're tied up at 7.
Yeah, there's that size difference on the offensive end as she was able to get the ball easily and kiss it back off the glass end.
That's one we are not expecting, that she ran the floor so well. She pretty much beat the Eagles back down the court. Francis Miller with it now, right side on the wing. Picked up by Gonzalez, trying to go around here. Gets to Dykes in the corner. She's guarded by Manning. Back around to Francis Miller. Into the lane she goes. Right side to Stilson. Baseline drive. Stopped by Gonzalez. Pass across the lane to Dykes. Then to Francis Miller. Three-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebound, grabbed down by Dykes. We were just about at the end of the shot clock. Dykes resets it, though, for the Eagles. Stilson back to Francis Miller. Wing 3, that one long. Sticks on the rim. Offensive rebound and putback by Haley Washington. And the Eagles go on top 9-7. Timeout on the court. This one we will take. Back here in 30 seconds. You're listening to Eagle Basketball on 107.9 The Fan. All right, welcome back to the Patterson Center. 9-7 Eagles with the lead. They have come out the last 2 games, actually playing very well in the first quarter. We'll see if they can sustain it tonight.
A little better ball movement here than we saw at times last night. They've spread out and worked it around and gotten some good looks early. Again,
attempting to trap, and the Lady Tigers have been pretty good about breaking that. Manning, the junior, dribbles through everybody, and we're going to have traveling as Keandra Williams needed to take at least one dribble after catching that ball on the baseline. She did not, and that's a turnover for the Tigers. 9-7 game.
Talk about ball movement. It really begins with trying to make some penetration and then kick out.
Hill with it now. Behind the back she goes. Finds Dykes left corner at baseline 3. Rattles around, no good. Rebound fought for. Tied up is Tekleb and Gonzalez, and the arrow is pointing in the other direction, so the Lady Tigers will take it back.
Once again, got a pretty good look that time over here on the left side. Just couldn't get it to fall.
4:40 left to play in this first quarter. Manning with the ball, and again, trap coming. She gets rid of it into the hands of Gilliam. Gilliam spins, falls down in the lane. Eagles take it back. Stilson on the run. Boy, she's being hounded from behind. Finds Dykes left side. 3-point shot again off the mark. Rebound by Brooke Cephas, who just came in. Cephas to Hill, and the Eagles will reset. Dykes again, left side on the wing. Little 1-3-1 defense being played by the Lady Tigers. Here goes Hill into the lane for Cephas. Baseline 3. Nope, a little bit short. Cephas kind of fighting to get that one back. It goes all the way into the backcourt, and the Eagles will maintain possession. Under 4 to play here in the quarter. 9-7. Texas A&M Texarkana with the lead and the ball. Hill with it again to Dykes. Sets the ball, throws it up, no good. Gonzalez, another rebound. Still 9-7. Gonzalez taking it herself across the timeline. Finds Gilliam up at the top. Victoria Hill to come to her. Gonna step all the way out as Gilliam backed up. Got a pick to her right. Keeps driving all the way to the basket, uncontested. The Eagles did not do a good job of help defense that time, and Gilliam ties the game at 9 with 3:21 left to play in the quarter. Hill trying to answer, puts up a 3, got it. Top of the key 3 for Victoria Hill, and the Eagles are back on top, 12-9. Manning the other way. Little stop and start dribbling from Manning. Goes to Gilliam in the corner. Gilliam into the lane, throws one up, no good. Hill fighting for the rebound, but Gilliam comes out with it. from the free throw line. Shot up and good by Hardy. And it's a 1-point game again. Hill this time looking quick down into the lane. Pass out to Cephas. Three-pointer for Cephas. That one good. Brooke Cephas with the three. 15-11. 25 on the shot clock. 2:36 left to play here in the quarter. A little errant pass. Destiny Gonzalez diving to save it. Finds a teammate. Now the ball's tied up. Tech lead ties up Hardy, and the arrow will give the ball back to the Eagles. And checking into the game, Chloe Kapashi is coming in for the first time today. She'll check in for, I think that's Hardy that's going to check out. 15-11 Eagles lead, 2:28. They inbound it. Victoria Hill across the timeline. Drifts to her right. Leaves the ball for Cephas. Another three. That one a little bit short. Rebound Gonzalez. Rips that rebound down. Mike's trying to take it away, and Gonzalez gives it up to Manning. Here comes Manning driving down the lane. Again, throws up a little bit wild. Cephas grabbing the rebound. Coming up on 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Stilson sets her feet. Left side three short. It's right to Dykes, though. Dykes, if she'll turn around, there she sees her. There's Stilson. Great little shovel pass, and the basket for Haley Stilson, and it's 17-11 Eagles. 1:45 left in the quarter. Manning, front court. Into the hands of Williams. Bounce pass into the lane. Kapashi can't handle it. She's trapped against the baseline, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. I think Tech League's going to get called for the foul. That will be the first on Naomi. And we're going to get another substitution for the Lady Tigers. They'll try to get Gonzalez this last minute and a half respite, it looks like. Coming back into the game, or coming in for the first time, is Brianna Davis. Champion College trying to pass in the lane, taken away. Here comes Hill on the run. Two Tigers chasing from behind, and they take the ball away. We go the other way with Davis with it, and then she has it poked away. Cephas will chase it down. 1:25 to play in the quarter. 17-11 Eagles. Out ahead to Hill, three-pointer. Corner three, good for Victoria Hill, her second of the quarter. The Eagles' fourth of the quarter, and it's 20-11. Manning dribbling through everybody into the lane. Shot up, no good. Hill with the rebound. 1 minute left as Hill crosses the timeline. Leaves it for Dykes. Far right side, ball tipped out of bounds and then kicked, and that should have been the technical on Manning.
Well, and she tried a second time to get the tech. She slammed it after she kicked it.
Kicked the ball. Luckily, she kicked it into her own bench. Got to hit the referee or gone up into the stands. I think that would have been a tee.
I actually think she hit her coach.
That counts. It counts as the bench. That may be, you never know what may have precipitated that. Something in pregame. Cephas to inbound it to get it to Tech League. Back over to Cephas. 55 on the clock to Hill. Behind the back to Tech League. Top of the key. Starts her drive, leaves it for Dykes. Another shot for Dykes. That one short. Tough shooting night so far for Ashley Dykes. Here come the Tigers. 35 seconds left. Into the lane goes Gilliam. Outside to Manning. 29 on the clock. Poked away from behind by Cephas. Last touch by the Eagles. And the Tigers will inbound it under their basket with 26 seconds left in the quarter. 20-11 lead for Texas A&M Texarkana.
You had a coach undressing over
I saw that. Dobbs taking off the tie. He kept it on all night last night. He didn't even last a full quarter tonight.
I think he's going to roll up the sleeves, too.
So you said it was cold in here. Inbound to Gilliam. Gilliam splitting defenders, and there's going to be a foul in the lane. Let's see who they're going to call this on. Maybe Dykes. Nope. They're going to call it on Hill. So that's Hill's first foul. And the clock stops with 21 seconds left. To the free throw line will go Janiah Gilliam. Gilliam with her 4 bounces, a spin, another bounce, another spin. Shot on the way. That one's swished up and good.
A well-timed scream from the student section, but it was ineffective.
20-12 now. See, she does the same routine. Yep, the dribble's the spin, the dribble, the spin, and then the shot. And that one no good. Rebound by Tech Lead. 19 seconds and counting here in the first. 20-12, Eagles with the lead and the ball. Hill to Cephas, three-pointer on the way. That's very short. Grazes the rim, but it finds its way to Techley, who throws it up for the two. And with 5 seconds to go, Packers trying to inbound it. They get it into the hands of Williams. She'll drive, puts up the shot at the buzzer, but it won't go in, and the Eagles lead after one, 22-12. We'll take a timeout back in 60 seconds here on the Fan, 107.9.
At Texarkana Emergency Center. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We are locally owned with board-certified physicians for all your emergencies. We accept all private insurance. At Texarkana Emergency Center, we have on-site lab, pharmacy, x-ray, ultrasound, and CT. Come see us at Texarkana Emergency Center. Real ER without the wait. The next generation of emergency care.
Tigers didn't have a quarter of less than 18 points. They got 12 in this first one against the Eagles. They'll have the ball to start with. We start quarter number 2. Starters look like, we're kind of a mix of starters out there. We'll talk about the lineup in a second. Manning with the ball, stops about 6 feet short, misses the shot. Layup put back up by Gilliam, then back to Manning. She misses. Finally, we get a rebound out of there as Milan Francis Miller comes out with the ball. She'll drive coast to coast, got fouled it looked like, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Gonzalez. No foul call. It'll be Eagle possession. On the court for the Eagles, we've got Milan Francis Miller. We've got Alyssa Rome, rather. Alexia Mateus back out there. So is Heavenly Reese. Driving layup up and good by the 5th starter. That's Haley Washington. And it's a 24-12 lead. Biggest lead of the day for the Eagles. Gilliam with it. Front court. Back around to Manning. Top of the key. Looked at a three. Gives it up to Gonzalez. Her three short. Grazes the front of the rim. Rebound by Heavenly Reese. Reese on the run. Left side. She's trying to go coast to coast. Stop. Put up the layup. Up and good. First bucket for Heavenly Reese. 26-12. Eagles look a little bit more athletic right now than the Lady Tigers. Here's Gonzalez. Her pass into the corner, stripped away by Roan. And Roan's going to be called for stepping on the baseline just as she was getting up ahead of steam. There was a little complaining from Geraldine Hardy, and I almost think she talked the referee into the turnover that time. Inbounding will be Gilliam. 26-12. We're a minute into the second quarter. Gilliam looking for Gonzalez. Destiny will step out behind the three-point line to get it. Starts her drive into the lane. Gives it up top to Manning, then back around to Gilliam. Gilliam looking for some help to Parsons, and back to Gilliam again. 20 on the shot clock. Gilliam stops on the baseline to Parsons. Parsons shoveling the pass to Manning, then to not to Gonzalez, but to Hardy, and Hardy's shot is up and good from the free throw line from 15 to make it a 26-14 game. Eagles quickly the other way. Gonzalez with a block. Haley Washington didn't see her behind her. When she spun, Gonzalez just swatted that away.
The official didn't see she got a lot of wrist on that.
He saw about as much of her as Haley Washington did, apparently. 26-14. Gilliam lobbing up for Gonzalez. A little too much on it. Taken away by Heavenly Reese. Reese picking her head up, looking for some help. Drifts right, gives it up to Mateus on the baseline. Back up top. Reese, a long three. Oh, that one off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound. Roan saves it, then to Gilliam, to Francis Miller, and then to Mateus for the layup. Nicely done for the Eagles. Mateus ends it up with the layup. And the Eagles get another bucket on some nice hustle and passing, and then a three rained down by Lucy Parson, her first bucket of the game to make it 28-17. Eagles again quickly to Mateus, another three. This one off the back of the rim, bounces twice, and it's a rebound from Gilliam. 28-17, Eagles with the lead, 7:25 to play in the half. Manning looking inside, there's Gonzalez, spins, shot up, rattles around, no good. Parsons tipped it, but into the hands of Roan, and there'll be a foul on the floor. It'll be on Geraldine Hardy, that's her first. They've got it with two, okay, two fouls on Hardy. 28-17, Eagles with the lead. Coming up on the 7-minute mark here in the half. Roan with it. Left side, Frances Miller gives it up to Reese. Her three-pointer, good, over the top of Gonzalez. Heavenly Reese has 5. Eagles scrambling all over, and Tigers have to quickly secure the ball and get it back to that point guard Manning. Manning, the junior from Jacksonville College, again lobbing up for Gonzalez. This time nobody on her hip, and she throws it up and in.
Yeah, if they don't have her double team, you're in trouble.
Eagles trying to answer. Reese with a 3 air ball. Rebound offensive by Washington. Misses the first, gets it back, puts it up again, and this time she gets fouled by Gilliam after her third try to get the basket. First foul for Gilliam. Into the free throw line goes Haley Washington, and maybe more concerning for the folks over at Champion Christian College is Destiny Gonzalez went down hard on the other side. They're going to bring her out of the game.
Yeah, she's going to hobble off. She already is playing with a knee brace and seems to be rubbing her ankle right now.
I think she rolled the ankle on the last basket. The free throw line goes Haley Washington.
Walk it off, looks like.
I'm not sure what the coach of
I think the trainer. Yeah, I think the trainer from A&M is trying to help her out.
Yeah, the coach down here is unhappy about something.
He too has shed his blood.
Yes. As cold as you say it is.
It is.
This game keeps going. They're going to be down to skivvies by the end. Free throw missed by Washington. First Eagle missed free throw. They've only been to the line twice tonight. 2 free throws from Mateus, and now this second trip for Washington. This is the first, here comes the second. That one she gets to roll and stay in. One of the two, it's 32-19 now. Maybe Tigers without their big score, we'll see what changes for them. That's a kick by Washington as driving around was Keandra Williams on the baseline. Tried to sneak a pass to Parson, and that was kicked out of bounds. 6:26 left to play in the half. 32-19. Eagles on top. Oh, a quick little pass to Manning. She missed the shot. They were very tricky that time. Mateus had her back to the passer, and they fired it right in there to Manning, who just missed the layup, got tied up, and the Eagles will get it on the arrow. And into the hands of Roan, Alyssa Roan. Across the midcourt stripe. Gets a pick to her right and gives it up to Frances Miller. Stolen by Manning. Manning's off and running. Now see if Heavenly Reese can catch her. She does, fouls her, and doesn't give up the basket. Good hustle for Heavenly Reese, who gets her second foul. Tamaria Manning's going to have to go to the free throw line to earn these 2 points. Brooke Cephas getting up to the table to come in. And she'll come in for Reese. It's been a better balance of scoring tonight than we saw last night. So far, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Eagles have been on the ledger sheet already scoring here in this first half. Manning to the free throw line. She's hit 3 of 4 so far. And her first free throw is up and good. 32-20. It was a 22-12 first quarter lead. Still no sign about Gonzalez. She's sitting on the far side. Looks like changing her, readjusting her shoe or putting on an ankle brace. Second free throw up and good.
The trainer retaped her. She retaped the ankle.
So it's an 11-point lead, 32-21. 3-point shot on the way by Cephas. No good. Rebound by Washington. Up she goes without Gonzalez there. She gets an easier chance for the rebound but can't put it up and in. 32-21. 5:55 left to play in the half. Gilliam lob inside. Shot up off the back of the bottom of the backboard rather. That was a miss by Keandra Williams. Roan's got it. Roan left side to Mateus. Over to Frances Miller, she spins, loses control, but a blocking foul. The officials are going to debate the call here. Well,
he looked for some help. He was going to call the charge. He conferred with his official on the wing. He said, sure. That's what you got, call what you got.
So they get the call on Frances Miller. That's her first. Goes back over to the Tigers. Manning with it. She's going to get her second foul now. She pushes down Manning from behind. And in the last 5 seconds, 2 quick fouls on Milan Frances Miller. Checking in is Ashley Dykes. And let's see who else we're getting coming in here. And here comes Stilson back in as well. And she comes in for Mateus. So it's Washington, Cephas, Stilson, Dykes, and Roan on the court for the Eagles. 32-21 they lead. 5.5 left to play in the half. Manning to Gilliam. Gilliam to Williams, top of the key. Around to Hardy. Nice defense right now by the Eagles. Gilliam with it, Dykes all over her. To Manning, 11 on the shot clock, looking inside, got Hardy, backing down the defender, throws up a wild shot, no good. Rebound finds Dykes. It's into the front court. Top of the key goes Stilson, right side. Baseline 3, Cephas. That one's short, air ball. Roan comes and saves it, tips it to Washington, knocked out of bounds last touch by Washington. And the Tigers will get it back, and Gonzalez is coming back into the game. And so is Taylor Howell for the Eagles. So Destiny Gonzalez right back out there now after retaping the ankle. We'll see how easily she moves up and down the court. Bound pass to Manning. Howell over the back. No foul call though. Howell trying to stay with her. Manning a little stop, start, stop. And she takes the pick to the left, gives it up to Gonzalez. Gonzalez drives. Band's going to get called for the push-off offensive foul. That's foul number 2 on Destiny Gonzalez.
Yeah, good call. It was just she was leading with the forearm, and that drew the whistle.
You kind of thought she was going to come in trying to make some noise, and she did. She went aggressive to the basket and pushed down Stilson for foul number 2.
Yeah, but instead of using the backside, she used that forearm.
There's Howell with it now. Gonzalez trying to reach. Boy, ball's grabbed by Manning. Gonzalez a little slow with the feet that time. Could have easily picked up a third foul as she kind of waved at Howell going by her. Eagles will maintain possession of the ball with the arrow.
Yeah, she doesn't look too labored in her walk, but you're right. She didn't move her feet very well on that play.
Arrow's going the other way. I apologize. It's going to be the Tigers that inbound it, and they'll get it to Manning. No trap this time. Going straight full court man-to-man. Howell staying with Manning. Pass right side to Gilliam. Gilliam's got Dykes on her. Leaves it into the lane for Manning, and the ball's going to be knocked away, but a foul called on Brooke Cephas on the baseline. Cephas guarding Manning. For Cephas, that's foul number 1. Eagles starting to pick up some fouls here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 fouls on them, 3 in this quarter. Inbound to Gonzalez. Into Manning. Left wing. Lob in there to Gonzalez, and again another one. Another offensive foul as she pushed down Washington. That's 3 now on Destiny Gonzalez. 2 in the last 2 trips down, and she's got to come out again.
Yeah, you wonder what the point of that is. She's clearly got height over everybody on the floor. All you got to do is keep the ball up high, but that's 2 times she's tried to force her way to the basket using her forearm.
That same official's gotten her twice for the same move.
Yeah, and the coaches arguing. I have no idea what he saw.
Yep. Howell with the ball, 32-21. Haven't been some scoring in a minute. Howell in trouble, throws it away, turnover in the lane. She got too far committed down onto the baseline and threw the ball away, and then she's going to be called for the foul.
Yeah, Howell's struggling a little bit with the speed of the game right now.
3 fouls on Taylor Howell, and here comes Victoria Hill back in. Howell will sit with those 3 fouls. Hill's got 2 3-pointers. She's about to check into the game, and Taylor's going to come out.
Taylor Howell was struggling a little bit on the defensive end, and on the offensive end, she had a couple of turnovers. They got her a quick hook this afternoon.
Well, she couldn't stay with Manning up and down the court. That's just not a good matchup to have full court pressure if they're chasing Manning. Manning's going to go to the free throw line now. All of her points have come from the line. She's 5 of 6 from the line. Nobody down on the box for the Lady Tigers. They're just going to let Manning shoot the free throw. She rolls in the first one. 32-22. This is back to where we were at the end of the first quarter. Each team's put up 10 here in this second quarter. Second free throw on the way. That one good.
They have a lot of confidence in her free throw shooting.
Yeah. Save some legs. All right, we go back the other way. Hill with it. To Stilson. Three-pointer Stilson. Baseline no good. Gilliam with another rebound.
Yeah, Stilson failed to square up, rush the shot.
Eagles fall in love with the three here tonight so far. They lead it by 9. Almost a steal by Stilson. Manning's got it top of the key. Goes around her to the left. Bounce pass to Parsons. Her three, rainbow three. In and out, no good. Williams had the ball. Looked like he traveled in the lane. Instead, it's going to be a foul call. And I believe they're going to give that to Dykes. That'll be Ashley Dykes' first foul. So to the free throw line goes Williams, and I don't think it mattered which shooter is. Again, they're going to have nobody down in the blocks to try to stop her, or try to get a rebound, rather. And the first free throw, no good from Williams. Stops a string of 9 made free throws in a row for the Lady Tigers.
Well, they have a lot of faith in their kids.
Nice. And the second one, no good as well. So Williams misses them both. Still a 9-point game. 3.5 left to play in the half. Hill with it, drifting to the left. Parsons on her. Top of the key. That's Washington to Stilson, around the horn to Cephas. Her three a little short, and sure enough, air ball three. Rebound to Williams.
Pretty tight zone that time, allowed them to get the open three, just couldn't get it to fall.
Cephas has hit 1. I think she's launched 5 so far in this half. Here's Williams with it. Boy, looks like an extra step. Oh, they got to call a foul instead. Wow. Dykes got her second. That looked to me like an extra step and a traveling violation, but nope. Instead, it's foul number 2 on Dykes, and the clock stops with 2:59 left. Just chipping away here on the end of this second quarter. Free throw, nope, misses that one. 3 straight misses now for Williams, who slaps her hands together. (32-23) our score. Second free throw. A lot of dribbling for Williams. Now she's ready. Second one, no good as well. She's missed 4 in a row. Rebound for the Eagles, so here comes Hill. 2:50 left to play in the half. Stilson with it, right side on the wing. Looking for a pick. Got one from Haley Washington. Goes around it, stumbles going into the lane, loses control of it, and Dykes takes it away, however. Dykes hands off to Washington. To Hill, step back 3. Launches that, no good, back of the rim. Stilson's going to be over the top and fouling Manning, and Haley picks up her first foul.
I think that possession summed up the philosophy of the Eagles. That time, Victoria Hill had a wide open mid-range and dribbled it out.
Took a big step backward. Let's try to get the extra point.
Yeah.
Into the game will come Naomi Techley. She's going to check in from Dykes. So it's Cephas, Hill, Washington, Stilson, and Techley out there. Manning back to the free throw line. And she rattles in another one. No baskets for Williams, but lots of free throws.
Notice Manning gave the air 5s.
Oh, yeah, she did.
Since there's nobody down there rebounding.
See if she does it again. Nope, not that time. She's having a nice night from the line. Missed her second free throw. Since then, she's made the last 8 in a row. So she's 9 of 10 from the stripe.
She plays intense.
32-25. Again, she's one of the 2 juniors on this roster. Gonzalez is the other one. Not exactly sure what it was Stilson was trying to do.
Trying to pass it to the post.
Yeah, but she passed it off the backboard instead, so it's another turnover. Manning with a step-back shot. That one no good. Cephas can't control the rebound. Down to the ground will go Parson, and it'll be a jump ball with the Eagles getting the ball back. A long minute and a half or so on the court. 2:13 left to play in the half. 32-25. This is all, I would say, comeback. Just chipping away as all happened with Gonzalez on the bench. Down to Hill. Coming up on the 2-minute mark. Hill taking a look up. We'll go left side to Stilson. Back up top to Hill. Hill a little head fake into the lane. 15-footer, got it. That's a little better. Victoria Hill with the basket, and it's back out to a 9-point lead. A little more patient offense and a little higher quality shot that time. 145, three-pointer on the way from Hardy. That one no good. Ball's all over the place on the ground. Finally run back down by Davis. Davis back to Manning. And down to a minute 30. 13 on the shot clock. It did not reset after that first shot. Didn't hit any rim. And another bad pass out to Manning. 5 seconds, 2-point shot on the way. That's an air ball short. Cephas touched the ball, and we'll see how we're going to do this. Looks like it'll be Tiger ball. There was one on the shot clock.
Yeah, that's all they're going to have to get this thing in.
So the Eagles never actually got possession of it. They'll put one up on there. They got to catch and shoot. Catch, and Manning shot on the way, no good. And the Eagles thinking it was the end of the quarter, I think. Cephas holding the ball, and it got taken away, and Hill takes it away the other way. Hill with it. She'll drive into the lane. Shot up, and it's not going to get in there. Cephas fighting for the rebound, goes off her leg out of bounds. Hill had a bunny and just it wouldn't stay down in the hole.
Yeah, she worked hard to get it. Had to go behind her back at the midcourt and go through some traffic and then just missed the bunny.
34-25, a minute 5 left. Boy, the Eagles still thought that was their ball. Both Hill and Techley were thinking they were getting the ball. Instead, the Tigers come down. Under a minute to play in the half. 34-25. Manning with the drive. Stops, throws up the shot. No good, but a foul on Stilson. A late whistle after the shot. And Haley Stilson got her second foul.
Yeah, she got her up in the air, and that way she could do whatever she wanted with her. And didn't make the shot, but drew the foul.
Back to the line will go to Maria Manning. 9 of 10 from the stripe already in this half. Make it 10 for 11. 34-26. Well, it's an unhappy Destiny Gonzalez sitting next to the assistant coach over there. She's had come up with an ankle injury and then picked up her third foul in a hurry after she came back in. Second free throw good. 34-27. Hill with it now, 44 seconds. Cephas right side on the wing, looking to Tech lead. She'll step back, three partially blocked. Eagles get it. Cephas again, that one's short front of the rim. Hill with another rebound. She'll put up a three. That one's blocked as well by Davis. Loose ball finds Stilson. Stilson to Tech lead. Her three on the way. That one's an air ball short. Cephas with another rebound to Washington in the lane. Too hard. Rebound finally by Manning with 18 seconds left. And Manning's going to get fouled by Techley out at half court on a reaching foul with 13 seconds left. Techley's got her second. That one looked like a compounded missing a couple of shot fouls.
Yeah, no doubt about that. That's so typical.
And so again, Manning goes back to the line with a chance to cut into this a little bit more.
I'll tell you what, with Gonzalez out, Manning has put them on their back and really, to this point, carried them.
Finally misses a free throw. After she strung together 10 in a row, she misses that one. Second one on the way, misses them both. So hit 10, miss 2, 7-point lead. Eagles going to hold for the last shot. 7 seconds left. 6, 5. Stilson's going to be fouled by Manning. That'll be number 2 on Tamaria Manning.
Yeah, that was not a good foul by Manning. With her speed, there's no reason for her to have to worry about contact.
Yeah, and to the free throw line will go Stilson.
I don't know if she's just tired or that just wasn't a smart play.
She has not been up this entire game. Stilson's free throw, no good, kind of hurried that one. The Eagles have shot 5 free throws in this half. Manning herself has shot 14. Second one, that one rolls in good. So Stilson gets the point, 35-27. Oh boy. The coach comes running onto the court from Champion Christian. I'm not sure exactly what the complaint was. I think maybe the Eagles touched the ball out of the free throw, and they were complaining about trying to delay the ball getting thrown in. Stilson to steal the ball. It finds its way to Manning. She won't get a shot off in time, and that'll end the half. 35-27 our score at the half. Eagles with the lead. We'll take a timeout. We're going to come back here in a couple. On 107.9, The Fan.
Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful, handcrafted stone is our passion, and we ensure our customers receive the quality they deserve. We stand by our word, we stand by our products, services, and work that we do. Our team of experienced craftsmen and product experts have been perfecting their craft of fabricating and installing stone since 1998. Visit the Design Center at Red River Lumber to see the many beautiful stone options available for your next project.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire good people. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills for the right jobs. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Is your business the best that it can be? Let us take it to the next level with our wide range of professional services.
Media management, digital marketing,
promotional items,
geofencing,
artwork, and videography.
Let us help you be seen. We are
TXK Marketing.
We are TXK Marketing.
If you're looking for authentic Cajun-style meats prepared and ready to cook and take home, look no further than Lanyard Specialty Meats. We here at Lanyard Specialty Meats select nothing but premium meats, and we season it to perfection so that you'll have all of Acadiana flavor here in your own home. Come by Lanyard Specialty Meats for all your tailgating needs for this football season or hunting season. Remember, Lanyard Specialty Meats.
Lanyops is an official sponsor and proud supporter of Texarkana Game Day.
All right, so we're here at halftime, Texas A&M, Texarkana, up 35-27. That's been a pretty good ball game.
Yes, see some really good outside shooting tonight. Ladies are nailing some three-pointers, especially for A&M.
How about the offensive rebound? Seems like they're getting every board on the offensive end, is what it seems like.
They're playing really hard. I'm very impressed.
We've seen one player on the opposing team. I think she shot like 10 to 12 free throws already.
Tamaria Manning is making her mark. You take her off that team, I don't think they would be even in this ball game right now.
Yeah. She's getting to the rim and drawing fouls every time.
Doing it on both ends of the court. She's rebounding, doing good pass, working the ball around, and scoring a lot of points.
We've seen a really good ball game already, though. 35-27. It's exciting.
Yeah, the girls have really been shooting the ball well, like I said. The crowd came in here. You can tell they're playing with a lot of energy.
You know, I like to watch the coaches. Coach Dobbs, man, he's eagle-eyed and he's up and down the sidelines, watching exactly what's going on, making adjustments.
Well, if you looked at his bio and read some of the stuff on there about his past teams and stuff like that, how well they played, you could definitely figure that his team here would do some of the same things that his previous teams had done.
Yeah. We don't have stats at halftime for you, but what's the girl that's been hitting all the threes?
Victoria Hill.
She's out of Genoa, right?
Texarkana.
Texarkana, right, yes.
Yes, sir.
Which is Genoa High School, I believe.
Doing a great job.
To see it. Appreciate it. So we just got stats. For A&M, trying to find, these are a little bit different from the last ones they showed us. But yeah, Victoria Hill is having a big night. Looks like she shot 8 3-pointers already.
Like she has about 8 points.
Yeah.
Manning for
Manning for Champion Christian has been to the line 14 times already.
Yeah, she's getting it done.
Hit 10 in a row. They're not letting her have any easy ones.
No,
is what's
not
obvious.
at all.
107.9, Chuck and Tony from the Fan has been doing commentary for us on this game. I know you hadn't been able to listen to it. I've kind of listened to it on the set. It's been really, really good. These guys are pros. We're going to have to step our game up.
Hey, it makes it easier for us.
Yeah, it does. I'm worried about when they're not going to be here.
Right.
So people are going to be like, God, what happened? What did y'all fall off so bad? Looks like we have the men's teams right up behind us. Some really tall guys out here.
Oh, yeah.
One of them's like 6'9" or something.
Yeah, I was talking to one, and he was saying a guy was in there working out on the treadmill. I think he's 6'10". So they've definitely got some height on the team.
Yeah. So what do you think this second half? I mean, I can imagine the adjustments that Champion Christian is going to make. They're going to have to start boxing out.
That, and as well as making those shots right under the goal. They missed a few right under the goal. Pretty sure they're going to come out, pressure, try to get some turnovers, and just keep up the fast-paced offense.
Yeah. I think if you're A&M Texarkana, I like they went to the full court press. And it's like they didn't start out doing that, but they went to it about middle of the first quarter, and it looks like it seems to be working for them. It's completely messed Champion Christian up, but they are getting to the line quite a bit, is the only thing.
Definitely scoring some points off the turnovers.
Yeah. What adjustments would you make right here if you were Champion Christian?
I don't think they really have to make any adjustments. Like I said, just make sure they make those shots down low, the uncontested ones, and keep pressuring the ball and keep running the fast-paced offense like they're doing.
The Eagles are going to come out an 8-point lead over Champion Christian. First Saturday, we're having college basketball in Texarkana. Men will be up next. This is exciting. It really is. That makes me even more excited for basketball season.
Yeah. Like I was saying, I just think that they have to slow down number 2 for the visitors.
Yeah.
And try to keep the number 31, I think is her number, that's down low. Or number 30. The really tall girl that's on the
Brooke.
team. Yeah. She's doing a good job trying to get it down low.
She's getting a hand on everything that comes off that rim. And a lot of these rebounds are being caught right underneath the goal. They're coming off. She's tipping them out.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
For a first-year team, they're doing
One thing I would
good.
like to see the Eagles do a little bit differently. A few of the times that I've kind of looked up from the board, I've seen a rebound, basically getting a rebound in the paint and dribbling it out.
Yeah.
But I did notice that, it is some of the I would say the shorter players that they're getting them, but go back up with it.
Yeah.
We got to excuse our first basketball game ever for us to do, but both of us are big basketball fans. But I do like to see Victoria Hill. She's having a big night right out of Texarkana, which is Genoa High School. It's always nice to see a local player stand out.
Yeah.
So we're about 7 minutes till half comes back. The men's teams are warming up behind us. It's been a really great basketball game so far.
It really has. And I just want to say one thing about the coach for the ladies team. He's had some success as well. He was a semi-pro basketball player over in Australia, had some success over there. So he's got experience and stuff he can share with this ladies team to keep them playing really well as well.
Looking at the stat sheet while you were talking, the big difference right now, Champion Christian has 4 offensive rebounds, and they've missed a bunch of shots right around the rim.
Yeah.
And your Lady Eagles have 14.
What about turnovers?
Rebounds. 6 of them coming from Haley Washington. 3 from Frances Miller. But a lot of these are being tipped.
I can see that Champion Christian had a few more turnovers as opposed to A&M.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of blocks this game. Matter of fact, the Lady Eagles don't have any so far, but they do have 6 steals.
I think you're going to see here in the second half, they're going to put the clamps on Manning to try to slow her down a little bit.
Yeah.
She's been really successful at getting to the free throw line.
And I tell you, to give you an idea, the Champion Christian has 28 field goals attempted to A&M's 48. Now,
you got to be able to shoot the ball to win.
Yeah. I keep saying over and over, it's been an exciting game. Yeah. Getting up and down the court, full court press on the Eagles side. I'm trying to think of something to build on. They're playing a really good game. They could have some shots fall that aren't falling, but they're playing a really good game right now.
Yes, they are. I was trying to take a look at three-point percentage because A&M hit quite a few threes, seemed like, in the first half.
Haley Washington has hardly came out of the game at all. She's played basically all but a couple minutes, it looks like, 21, along with Haley Stilson. Man, they're staying on the court quite a bit.
I think that's really good because she hadn't been playing quite yet, so she's got her conditioning up.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Coach Walker.
Nice to meet you.
We have the men's. We have the men's head coach, Ryan Wall, with us. Man, how excited are you for tonight?
Man, I'm excited. I can't wait. It's a long time coming. It's nice to play in a home crowd. Obviously, you can see with the community support that we're all excited.
Tell me about some of your players. Who do we need to look out for tonight?
Des McKinney is a senior. He's going to be a really fun guy to watch. He can score at all three levels, at the rim, mid-range or threes. We got Connor, a local kid, went to Pleasant Grove. It's as tough as nails. And we got some other guys that are going to do their part.
Got any highlight guys jump out of the gym?
We're going to find out. It's a nice way to find out.
Yeah.
We were talking to our coach earlier, and I was just telling him that I played here for a number of years. Not played here, but lived here for a number of years, and there's a lot of talent locally when it comes to basketball.
Definitely. We have 4 locals, 2 freshmen and 2 sophomores. So hopefully we continue to keep local kids local.
Definitely going to get some good athletes over the next few years.
And the way we play, we need some athletes that can get up and down and press and run and gun. So there's a lot around this place.
Yes, sir.
Looks like you have some height. Your power forward with, I'm not sure how to say his name.
Shay? Amadi?
Yeah.
He's actually out tonight, so we won't get to see him in action. Hopefully we'll be back soon. But he's got a chance to help us inside quite a bit.
Are you going to be an up-tempo team? Or
we're going to play as fast as possible. We'll be pressing on makes and misses pretty much the whole game.
Great.
I've seen a few of your players play like Kyle Wright. That kid there is definitely a shooter from the outside.
Yeah, he's got a chance.
Yeah.
He's got a chance.
Definitely a good shooter.
Yeah.
You played earlier this week out of town, correct?
Yeah, we played at Mid-American Christian, who was ranked number 18th in the country. Ended up losing by 6. So it was a good starting point.
Yeah, we're going to bring you back to the ladies' game. The men's game will follow this stream, so be looking for it.
Cool. Thank y'all.
Yes, sir.
Man, 22.
30.
Ouch. I knew they put a lot up.
They threw up 33s in the first half of the game. They hit 5 of them at 16%. So they were rough last night, shooting at about 20%. They're less tonight, but they're getting more rebounds tonight.
Yeah, and I mentioned they shot a lot but didn't shoot great. I'm using the tablet over here to try to keep up. I probably missed 8 of them.
Yeah. Right.
22 is about how many registered or I registered on the tablet.
Destiny Gonzalez being out of the game. Rebound edge 34-25 for the Eagles tonight. From the free throw line, Texas A&M Texarkana hit 4 out of 6 for 66%. Tigers from Champion Christian, 14 of 22 for 63%. So a little more free throw opportunities for the Lady Tigers. A lot more threes thrown up by the Eagles. And the rebounding edge has given Texarkana the 8-point lead. We're at the half 35-27.
Yeah, I want to remind people, pregame, halftime, postgame shows, Roadrunners bringing those to you. And our opening tip-off tonight was brought to you by Sports Magic. And as always, our starting lineups by Fast Signs. So appreciate those folks jumping on with us this weekend to bring you this really neat occasion of opening weekend for the basketball season out here at A&M Texarkana. And if you want to see some pictures to go along with Chuck's call, Texarkana Game Day is here today, which tells you it's special right there.
You're not kidding. Soccer went on earlier this afternoon. The Eagles, unfortunately, got outdone here or undone in the last couple of minutes of play. I pulled up with 20 minutes left, and we had a 1-0 lead. They just scored as I was pulling up.
Yeah, both teams that had a goal on penalty kicks, the Eagles via a handball in the box, the Lady Pilots from over in Shreveport got theirs via contact in the box. That left it at 1-1, and then late in the game with, you said 25 seconds left, just a long desperation shot found its way over the goalkeeper from A&M Texarkana, and That was a 2-1 victory for LSU Shreveport. And when we talk about two teams that had two close games this year, first game they go into double overtime, and the Eagles win that one on a free kick. But today they end up looking like they're going to go back to overtime again, only to win it in the last minute.
I'll be honest with you. I was on the sideline on the far side of the field where the Eagle fans were basically congregating, and the air just went right out of the pitch.
It was just heartbreaking.
It was crazy to see that shot, which was from very deep and just kept going and going and going. The goalie for the Eagles just ran out of room.
She backed up and looked like she had the right angle, and at the last second just got above her.
Yep, so the soccer season ended. Men lost yesterday, women lost today, so that part of athletics here at A&M is over.
But we found out today, if you are a soccer enthusiast, A&M Texarkana is going to host the conference tournament here next weekend, and so you're just wanting to see some live soccer at the college level, come on out, as A&M has been chosen because of their outstanding facility over at the Judy Kelly Morgan Field. They've been asked again to host the conference tournament.
All right, let's get ready to roll half number 2 back at us here. Starters for both teams back out on the court. It's Heavenly Reese, Milan Francis Miller, Victoria Hill, Haley Washington, and Alexis Mateus out there for the Eagles. Tamaria Manning, Janaea Gilliam, Geraldine Hardy, Destiny Gonzalez, and Lucy Parson out there for the ladies from Champion Christian.
Quick turnover.
You got me logging back, and I told you my login yesterday.
You think I remember it since then?
Yes. Greatness is what it is.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, so quick turnover, and the Eagles with the ball. We're going to go from left to right now, will the Lady Eagles. Victoria Hill with the ball. Leaves it far side for Francis Miller. How about to start the second half with a three-pointer from the left wing? And there we go, just like that. First bucket of the game. I can't believe that, from Milan Francis Miller. She's got 3. The lead's back to 11. Manning with it into the front court. Picked up by Hill. Man-to-man defense here for the Eagles. Trying to take away some of that 3 stuff. Double team coming. Nicely done by Francis Miller to take the ball away from Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets the ball, goes down to the floor, and calls timeout. Yeah, so it's a quick timeout. We'll stay here during the timeout. Eagles were trying to front Gonzalez, and then Francis Miller came over the top and tipped that ball away on the lob inside. And then it was a scrum down on the floor, and finally Gonzalez gathered up the ball and quickly called for the timeout to keep possession of it.
Well, now I can't figure out how to get home there.
I don't know if our coach wants you to do that, though. With 30 seconds or so into the next into the second half, do you really want to give up a timeout like that?
No, you don't. Coaches think those timeouts belong to them, not to the players.
Yeah. So it will be a Lady Tiger ball. It's Champion Christian College out of Hot Springs, Arkansas. And as you heard Ryan Wall talk about, the men's team, multi-time national champion. Inbound to Gonzalez, right side. They'll go up top to Manning. Manning looking for some help. She goes around Victoria Hill. Her shot in the lane, no good. 3 sets of hands on the ball. Haley Washington's got it. And I tell you what, they are grabbing and grabbing and grabbing. And both Manning and Gonzalez grabbing at the ball. It's tied up, and the officials give the ball back to the Eagles on the possession arrow. So a shot by Manning missing to start this second half. It's an 11-point lead for the Eagles. And they'll hand the ball to Victoria Hill. No pressure at all from the Lady Tigers. Hill comes down without any pressure at all. Hand off to Francis Miller. She'll drive, layup left side, misses. Tipped out of there by Washington into the hands of her teammate Heavenly Reese, but Reese attempts to save it, goes out of bounds, and the ball goes back over to Champion Christian. 8:47 to play third quarter, 38-27. Eagles with the lead. They have led basically this entire game. Gilliam with the ball now, driving down the court. Reese on her hip. Pass across the lane, intercepted by Francis Miller again. She's becoming better and better as this year is going on. Ball off the foot of Hardy. Back out top to Washington, and then they'll reset things.
I think cameraman Boyd's over here eating. I smell food.
That figures.
Yeah.
Mateus with it to Reese.
Yeah, we're just glad it's food on his breath on a Saturday night.
Top of the key, back out to Mateus. She lines up a three left side. That one a little long. Gets a high bounce, a second chance off the rim, no good. Finds Victoria Hill, and Hill throws it up and in. Hill's got her first bucket of the second half. 5-0 so far here in the half for the Eagles as they lead 40-27. Manning faking the pass. Around Hill she goes and gets her first actual basket of the game. She's got 13. 40-29, 7:45 to play in the third. Hill across half court. 2-3 zone this time. Outside to Frances Miller. Drives around, leaves it for Mateus. Mateus' drive from 7 feet away. Rattles in, out, and in. Alexa Mateus. She's got 9. 42-29. Gilliam with it. Off to Manning. Gonzalez fakes a three. She goes into the lane, and there's going to be a foul blocking on probably Heavenly Reese.
She said you're going to shoot 2 on that?
Yeah, I don't see that. They actually gave the foul to Haley Washington. That's her first. Yeah, I didn't see that.
I never saw much of a shot attempt.
That's a long continuation, like to the next possession they get. Gonzalez hits the free throw.
Yeah, I don't argue the contact.
Just the shot attempt.
Yeah.
Free throw number 2, that one good. Yeah, Lady Tigers don't put anybody in there in the free throw lane. They just concede the defensive rebound if they miss. There's Reese going to try to put up a three. Got it. Oh, a long baseline three left side for Heavenly Reese. Her second three of the game. She's got 8. And the lead for Texas A&M Texarkana balloons back up again. Another steal, this time taken away by Frances Miller, and there'll be a foul. 45-31. Foul is going to be on number 10. That's Geraldine Hardy. That's her third. So 3 fouls for Hardy and 3 for Gonzalez. Into the game, couple of substitutes. We'll get Chloe Capacci in for the first time in this half, and we'll also get Keandra Williams in. Both for the Lady Tigers. No subs yet for the Eagles. Hill with it. Gets a pick. Lines up a three. Top of the key. Got it. Boy, another big three. Victoria Hill is so comfortable out there. She's got 13, 43-31. Tigers with it. Actually 48-31. Three-pointer put up by Parsons. That one long, no good. Gonzalez with the rebound. Her offensive putback's not going to fall, but she will get fouled again.
And this time, deservedly, she'll go to the line.
Yeah, that's Heavenly Reese with her third. So Reese has 3. Howell's got 3. We haven't seen Taylor in the second half yet. 3 fouls each for Hardy and Gonzalez for Champion Christian. Free throw up and good.
Now Gonzalez is a rarity anymore. She's a big that can shoot free throws.
Yep. Here comes Brooke Cephas getting up. She's about to check in. Free throw up, and that one she misses. She had made her first 5 in the game. 48-32, Eagles with the lead. Frances Miller to Hill, fakes the 3. Back over to Frances Miller, top of the key just to the right. Takes a couple steps to her left, now goes back right. Leaves it for Reese, three-pointer from the wing, that one good. Heavenly Reese with another 3. She's hit 3 in the game, and the Eagles' lead is 19. 51-32, 5:57 to play in the third. Manning with it. Gives it off for Gonzalez, three-pointer, right wing, air ball. Saved into the hands of Hill, and the Eagles are off and running. They've got a man advantage. Hill will leave it for Mateus. Three-pointer right side. That one up no good. Rebound, Gonzalez rips away from Haley Washington. Tries to feed down the court to Parsons, who tippy-toes out of bounds. And the ball will go back over to Texarkana. Cephas coming in. Boy, Heavenly Reese, you hate to take her out right now.
Yeah, not sure. I think they got to call Cephas back to the bench after watching the last one she put up.
Now, she's got 3 fouls, so I get what they're doing, but still, she's the hot hand right now. Hill's got it. Hill steps around to pick, gives it to Washington. Washington guarded by Gonzalez, tries to spin away from her, can't do it. Leaves it for Frances Miller. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound. Oh, nice offensive rebound by Washington. Her putback no good. Chasing it down again, and they're going to get a bad push on Washington. Haley did a great job hustling, had a couple of good shots inside, and then kind of a cheap push away as Manning started to break after getting the defensive rebound.
You know, we were curious if one end would be better shooting than the other. Thus far in this half, that tight end down there has been a little better.
The end with the windows tends to be better than the end with all the glass. I don't know if that makes any sense. This is the outside windows to our right, which is where the Eagles are shooting right now. It's the inside hallway glass on the other side. That's a little feed inside to Gonzalez, who gets the bucket first of this second half.
A good two-man game with Manning and Gonzalez.
Oh, steal by Manning. Picks Hill's pocket. Lost the dribble. Going up, and we're going to get another foul on Haley Washington, who goes right out of the glass doors into the hallway.
Yeah, you mentioned the glass. We've got doorways down there that go into a hallway across from the weight room, and I thought she was going over to do a little lifting there for a minute.
So to the free throw line is going to go Tamaria Manning. She lived at the line in the first half. Washington sitting down now with her third foul. So Washington, Howell, and Reese all with 3, and Howell's coming into the game for Victoria Hill. Hill got her pocket picked pretty clean by Manning last trip down. I think that's one they want to
but Howell struggled with Manning in the first half.
I don't think this will be a long sit down. Manning's first free throw, got it.
Yeah, Manning was too quick for Howell the first time they hooked up. We'll see if Howell brings it a little more intensity.
We're a little more than halfway through the third. 51-35, Eagles leading. Second free throw short. Rebound for Frances Miller. 4:40 left in the third. Bounce pass to Mateus. Into the lane she goes. Shot up, no good. Destiny Gonzalez with the rebound. Hands it off to Manning. Manning across the timeline. Quick pass down to Parsons. Her shot, two-pointer, really high up, no good. Gonzalez gets the rebound and puts it back up.
It's the Manning and Gonzalez show right now.
Yeah, 14-point lead. Eagles want to be careful here. They really don't have much offense out on the court at the moment. Frances Miller trying to give them some. They throw an air ball 3 up there, and it's going to be heading back the other way as the Lady Tigers get the ball back. Haley Stilson coming in, and looks like we'll get Mateus out. Losing Hill and losing Heavenly Reese, putting them both on the sideline right now.
Yeah, and I think it's more about not losing, but trying to keep their legs fresh.
Oh, Howell got spun around, and another basket that time for Tamaria Manning. It's now a 12-point game. Was 19 just a few minutes ago. Missed shot that time by Frances Miller. Ball tied up between Techlieb and Parson. And it'll be the foul on Techlieb. That's foul number 3 for her.
Yeah, Techlieb's got to be a little tougher in that situation. She's the big there. She needs to come away with that ball.
Coach Dobbs not going to take a time here. He wants to let them fight their way through this little swoon they're having.
Well, he's subbing purposely. He's doing this to hopefully, if you look at that halftime stat sheet, they had 2 girls that played the full 20 minutes. He's been in and out with lots of people.
Dykes is coming back in. Frances Miller coming out. So on the court right now, Techlieb, Stilson, Dykes, Howell, and Cephas for the Eagles. Free throw short.
As we say that, we also remind you last night, this is where the Eagles struggled when they went to their bench. They struggled to find scoring.
Really what they need to do is just hold on for this last 3:47 of the third. Both free throws short and missed by Lucy Parson. Howell with it, front court. Can they eat up the last 3.5 minutes of this quarter? Cephas with a 3, no good. Long rebound comes out to Gonzalez. She just takes it away from everybody. And into Manning's hands, 3.5 left in the third. Back to Gonzalez, into the lane she goes. Layup rolls up and good. She's getting hot.
Yeah, she ate the freshman Techlieb up that time.
She's got 15 right now. Leads down to 10. Howell with it, loses control of the ball to Dykes. And Dykes is struggling with the dribble. Gets a little bit of a screen to her right. Stop, start, bounce pass out. Stilson 3, no good. Long rebound, and that's going to be Dykes with the offensive foul on the loose ball. And for Ashley, that's number 3.
Yeah, they got a good look that time. That's been one of their better offensive possessions since they brought this second unit in, but they just didn't make the shot.
And back to the free throw line will come the Lady Tigers. And that's Manning again, back to the line. 51-41, 3:04 left in the third quarter.
What had been a 19-point lead is now 10.
9. First free throw, good for Manning.
Do you burn a timeout here if you're Coach
No,
Dobbs?
I don't think I do now. He's got these 5 in there fresh. I think I'd let him stay. Second free throw missed. So Manning hit one of the 2. A bucket here would be a big boost. Howell with it. Manning picks her up, leaves it for Stilson. Jump stop to Techleib. Just extended from the free throw line, missed the shot, rebound Parsons. Hand it off to Manning again. You're right, it's the Manning show. Looking inside for Gonzalez, makes the catch and throws it up and in.
It's the Manning-Gonzalez show.
Yep, 51-44. Jumping up is Haley Washington to come back in. They got to get somebody to defend her. Howell shot, no good. Rebound Gonzalez. 2:25 left in the third.
You can't wait any longer.
Yeah, this lead whittled down from 19 to 7. Trying to make it 4. Three-pointer rattles around, no good. Techleib gets the rebound, pulls Parsons down to the ground. Howell, right side to Stilson. Stilson with Gonzalez on her, throws it up, no good. And we got a foul called. And let's see if this is going to be on Techleib or if it's going to be on the Lady Tiger, and it will be on Chloe Capassi. She picks up her first foul. That bails out the Eagles a little bit. It's only the second foul call on Champion Christian here in this third quarter. And it's wholesale substitutions. Let's see. We're going to get Heavenly Reese and Frances Miller back in there. And Washington checks in. They're out there with Brooke Cephas and Ashley Dykes. Inbound to Cephas. Cephas to Washington, left wing. Back around. Frances Miller puts up a 3, no good. Rebound to Dykes. They'll get a chance to reset it over to Heavenly Reese. Reese driving, throws it too hard and too low off the shins of Washington, out of bounds, with 1:54 to play in the third. This lead was 51-32. It's been a 12-0 run for Champion Christian. Manning picked up across the timeline by Reese. Boy, she runs hard into the pick by Gonzalez and throws it away to Frances Miller. Frances Miller on the run. Gonzalez chasing. Stops, fakes, gets the ball taken away to Gilliam. And then she throws it away the other direction to Washington. Back to Reese. Cross court. That one tipped into Dykes' hand. Over to Brooke Cephas, and there'll be a foul instead on Keandra Williams. That's her first foul.
At some point, we left the Patterson Center and went to Rucker Park.
Yeah. We're up and down, up and down. A lot of turnovers all of a sudden. Dykes trying to get the ball in. Finally, Washington comes to get it. Up top to Reese. 1:25 to play in the long third quarter. Reese for Frances Miller. Another baseline 3. That one she gets. That's a big shot. Second one of this quarter for Milan Frances Miller, and the lead gets bloated back up at least for a minute, back to 10.
More than anything, it's just a good offensive possession.
Stops a 12-0 run for the Lady Tigers. Gonzalez with a deep 3. That one no good. Rebound Dykes. Off she goes. Cross half court. 50 seconds to play in the third. Gets a pick. Into the lane she goes. Leaves a ball and a nice pass to Washington. Waits on a player to go by and then misses the shot. Here comes Williams the other way. Washington comes in from behind, pokes it away right into the hands of the Champion Christian coach.
He handled it well. He didn't
ready.
bobble it.
He didn't get kicked at him anyway.
No, that's better than what he saw in the first half.
54-44. 38 seconds to play in the third. Manning with it. Lob into Gonzalez. Backing down Washington. Spins, misses the shot. It finds Capassi, and she puts it up and in. It's like, well, look what I found. 8-point game again. 54-46, 25 seconds. Brooke Cephas driving, throws it away. Manning takes it away.
Tell you what, they are so afraid to go into that lane.
Gilliam with it, spins, puts a move on Dykes, throws one up, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by the Eagles. as they blocked the shot of Keandra Williams with 8 seconds left to play in the third.
Gonzalez and her 3 fouls have had an easy quarter because nobody wants to take it right at her.
Nope. And in fact, her fouls were all offensive in the first half. And there's a little inside pass to Manning, misses the shot, and then throws it off the leg of Brooke Cephas with 3.5 seconds left to go. It'll be inbounded for the Lady Tigers.
You see Manning beginning to get a little fatigued. We'll see if it affects her.
I think she was more fatigued by missing the shot. She had an easy shot on the inbound. 3 seconds, 2. Manning launches a 3, rattles around, no good. That'll end the third quarter. 54-46. What was a 19-point lead shaved down to 8, but the Eagles have the lead back in 60 seconds here on 107.9 The Fan. Welcome back to the Patterson Center. Chuck Zach and Tony Kirk coming at you this afternoon. It's the first of our double header, actually our triple header on the radio. We've had soccer on already at noon. We've got the women's basketball game going now, and the men are going to follow this one.
And the men's coach broke out a maroon suit. I like that.
Yeah.
Where do you get a maroon suit?
You got to go to the right kind of store. I don't think they've got them around here.
Man, I think you got to go to the Huggy Bear store or
That's
something.
exactly right. 54-46 our score. First possession goes to the Lady Tigers, and the first shot by Manning is a missed layup. On the court for the Eagles, the same group we had at the end of the third quarter. Heavenly Reese, Brooke Cephas will launch a 3 and got it. Brooke Cephas with the bucket, her second 3 of the game. And a lead, which was 19, shrunk back down to 7, is now up again to 11. Missed 3 that time by Parsons. Rebound Williams on the baseline, double dribbled. Yep, she knew as soon as she put the ball down.
Well, everybody knew.
She made the face, like, oh.
Yeah, I've already used that dribble.
That's the face you don't want to see.
Well, you know, when you pick up your dribble and the baseline suddenly becomes open, you can't help yourself.
No, you really can't. All right, Eagles with the ball. Washington setting a pick. That's Heavenly Reeves taking the shot, no good, but goes and follows her shot, knocked out of bounds. That looked like it was last hit by Gonzalez over the top of Reese, and sure enough, the officials agree.
But that's a perfect example of Reese could have gone in and taken the game to Gonzalez, and they're just nobody wants to do so.
No, I don't blame him. She's big.
Yeah, but
She's scary.
You gotta force her to make plays defensively.
All right, now Eagles got to figure out a way to inbound it. They'll do it. Reese going to launch a 3. Nope, no good. That's the coach. She was hot. He put her down and cooled her off. Misses the 3. Gonzalez with the rebound. Over to Gilliam, right side. Gilliam, a couple of hard bounces trying to back down Dykes. And picks up her dribble. Parsons, cross-court baseball pass to Manning. Manning with Reese on her. Misses the shot. Ball off the shoulder of Reese. She chases it down, and off she comes. Reese going to take them all herself. Bounce pass to Dykes on the baseline. Back out to Frances Miller. 3, no good. Long rebound, tapped around and finds Manning. Manning on the run to Gonzalez. Layup good, and a chance for the 3-point play as Heavenly Reeves pushed her down from behind.
We mentioned this in the first half. Gonzalez will run the floor. For a big girl, she'll get up and down, and that time she got rewarded.
Reeves picking up her 4th foul.
She and Manning have a nice chemistry between them. They look like they trust each other and they find each other.
Yep, the 2 juniors, you can see they're a little more mature and just a little bit better together than everybody else on the court. Gonzalez's chance for the 3 misses it. Gonzalez, who had not missed a free throw, has missed her last 2 now. 57-48, 8 minutes, 20 seconds to play. Eagles looking for their first ever school victory. Washington with a spin and an extra step. We'll go back the other direction. Checking in Victoria Hill. She's had a long rest for most of that third quarter.
We'll see if she can be a little more accurate than Heavenly Reese was. As you mentioned, she had cooled off from her last time on the floor.
I'm wondering if Hill's not 100%, though. They've sat her an awful lot. I'm wondering if they can just get her in spurts. Feels like that's somebody that may not be feeling good or may just be feeling the effects of last night. Gonzalez setting the pick for Manning. They crossed the timeline ahead of the 10-second call. Hill picking up Manning. Oh, and Manning goes right around her. Fakes the pass, throws one up, no good. Rebound, finds Ashley Dykes.
I think that answers your question about Hill right there. Yeah. She struggles on the defensive end.
Dykes out to Hill. She'll launch a 3, misses that one. Long rebound into the hands of Washington. She taps it forward to Frances Miller, misses the shot. Rebound coming the other way as Hardy grabbed it. 7:41 to play, still a 9-point Eagle lead. Manning lobbing for Gonzalez, nobody there. She misses the shot, however, and Washington comes out with a rebound for Texas A&M Texarkana. Dykes, little stop-start to Cephas, three-pointer. Nope, off the side of the rim. Boy, nice rebound by Frances Miller. She got one hand up in there, managed to force the ball out. She'll get it to Hill. Left side 3, back of the rim, gets her own rebound, takes 1-2 dribbles and loses it out of bounds.
Yeah, did a great job, followed her shot and just dribbled it right off her foot.
Yeah, she had everything going right and just got a little bit ahead of herself. And we'll get a first look at Caitlin Gibson, who checks into the game. She'll come in for Gilliam, I believe.
She's wearing a 23.
Jordan.
Yeah.
7 minutes left when we cross half court. 9-point lead. We had a high-scoring game last night, flirted with 100. We may not get to 70 tonight. Here's Gonzalez driving, foul again.
Haley Washington got her money's worth out of that foul. There's Frances Miller got the foul.
That's Frances Miller. Washington was on her hip, but Frances Miller is the one that got the call. And that is number 3 on Frances Miller. And again, this is an interesting thing. I guess they just give their players a chance to rest a bit.
Yeah, that's
not
his whole
putting them in
system.
the lane and going after the missed free throws. And Gonzalez misses another one. 3 in a row she's missed now.
I'm sure he's seen some computer printout that tells you the odds of them getting it versus the amount of oxygen used.
Yep, whatever it is, she hits one of the 2, 8-point game. 6:51 left. Frances Miller with it. Gets a pick, sets her feet, throws up the 3, no good, and a foul on the 3. And Frances Miller, I think, may have come down on the foot of Caitlin Gibson. And so she is still down.
Yeah,
she's got 3
she's
free
hurt
throws
too.
coming. Coach Dobbs going to take a walk out to see her.
Yeah,
and the officials put everybody back on their sidelines.
Yeah.
I wonder if she came down on that foot. It looked like Gibson got up underneath her feet. And they're going to take a look at her. Why don't we take a timeout? We'll come back here and we'll look at 30 seconds and see if she's still down. But we'll take a quick timeout here on The Fan 107.9.
Find yourself in need of emergency care, come see us at Texarkana Emergency Center. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We are locally owned with board-certified physicians for all your emergencies. We accept all private insurance. At Texarkana Emergency Center, we have on-site lab, pharmacy, x-ray, ultrasound, and CT. Come see us at Texarkana Emergency Center. Real ER without the wait. The next generation of emergency care.
The ability to put weight on that left leg is makes you feel a little better about the whole interaction. But either way, she went down hard, and you could tell she was hurting.
So Heavenly Reese is going to come back in for her. There's 3 free throws that are about to have to be shot as well, as Gibson's foul on Francis Miller happened on the 3-point shot. 6:43 left to play in this game. It's the first game of our 2 out here tonight. The men will see for the first time this evening here on the home court. And we're going to see a lot of them this week. We've got a Monday night game, a Thursday night game, and a Saturday afternoon game, all here from the Patterson Center.
Yeah, we've got a busy start to the basketball season. We encourage you to come out here and support Eagles athletics. We had a good time doing soccer this year. It's over, and now we're full tilt into basketball. And come spring, we'll be on the baseball and softball diamonds.
All right, so it looks like Heavenly Reese is going to come in and shoot the free throws. So we will wait for her to do that. They hand her the ball. We're out of the timeout now, and here comes the first free throw. That one's up and good.
Yeah, these are big free throws right here.
First time she's been to the line tonight. Free throw number 2 coming. Men are going to be taking on Dillard on Monday night. It's a 5:30 tip-off. Second free throw good as well. And then Thursday night, it's Lyon College coming in here to Texarkana. 7:30 start time for that one.
Tell you what, just step out here cold.
Yeah. I tell you, Reese was wanting to be on the court. Missed the second.
Put the voodoo on her
excuse
there.
me, the third one. Missed the third one. So she hit 2 of the 3. 59-49 our score with 6.5. And quickly to Gonzalez, and quickly she gets a layup, and again she gets fouled.
Right now she is having her way with the freshman from Sugarland, Texas. Talib just doesn't know what to do with her.
Nope, and that's foul number 4 on Naomi.
Talib's a 6-footer, but it's just the age difference and maturity level you can see every time they're down on this end of the floor.
Yep. All right, so Gonzalez back to the line. Chance to add to her total, and she hits the 3-point play. So, lead is down to 7. 6:30 left in this game. Victoria Hill with it. Trying to work a Talib screen to Cephas. Boy, that's a really long 3 and a hurried release. And the rebound comes back to the Tigers. Not a good shot that time for Brooke Cephas. Gonzalez handed off to Manning. Coming to the left, hands it to Manning. Going right, driving. Got hit on the arm, no call. Boy, Talib should have just fouled out. Coach for Champion Christian mad, and he's got a right to be. Eagles have the ball, though. Hill lines up a 3. That one straight on, misses it. Rebound, Heavenly Reese. Reese going to throw it back out to Hill. Hill to Dykes. Her 3-pointer, no good. Another rebound for Cephas to Hill in the lane. 2 players with her, and she's going to get fouled from behind. It'll be Hardy that fouls her. And to the free throw line will go Victoria Hill.
Yeah, but you give yourself at least a chance to get to the line. That's one of the rare times, particularly here in the second half, we've seen an Eagle put up a shot in the lane.
And an unhappy coach on the other sideline. He thought
he's
his girl
still mad about Talib down here.
Yeah, got fouled down here. And then the call comes on the other side, and Hill goes to the line. Victoria's got 13 points, and she misses the free throw.
Yeah, I got to make these. This thing's tightening up.
7-point game.
Get down here to 5 minutes, it becomes a free throw shooting contest.
59-52. Both these teams about 60% free throw shooters, and Hill hits a very big second free throw, 60-52. She's got 14 on the night. Manning with it, around Hill. Up top trying to get it to Gonzalez. Talib makes a very nice play, and then Gonzalez fouls her on the ground.
Yeah, that's going to be number 4.
Yep.
She's played a lot of minutes. She went 15 minutes almost without picking up a foul here in the second half.
That started with the defense. Talib, who's been burned a couple times, got a hand on a lob pass and forced that turnover, and then subsequently got the foul on Gonzalez. Hill with it now to Dykes, left side wing. Dykes, couple of dribbles, goes around a pick. There was a little pick and roll there, but no way to get the ball back to Talib. To Hill. Left side, back up top to Reese. Boy, Reese is thinking about it. Now she launches it. Can't get the shot to fall. Rebound Gonzalez, and now they'll get Talib.
Yep, that's at number 5.
Yeah, that one was set up about a minute and a half ago by the coach from Christian College. And that will end Naomi Teglieb's night. She'll foul out with 2 points tonight. 5:13 left to play. Quick timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. You're listening to Eagle Basketball here on 107.9 The Fan. All righty, welcome back. 5:13 left to play. First of our doubleheader here inside the Patterson Center. The Texas A&M Texarkana Eagles leading the ladies from Champion Christian College, 60-52. And we got a foul on the court before the shot put up by
Is that on Gonzalez?
Gibson. Let's see who this foul is. This looks like
It
it is. Oh, man. Destiny Gonzalez just pushed off. I think set an illegal screen and pushed off. And that is foul number 5. She's done.
Yeah, coach is not happy, but he's showing the coach how she slid over and used the hip to set the screen, and that drew the call in the 5th and final foul for his big Gonzalez. And
she was 7 of 10 from the free throw line today, finished with 23 points, but her night's done with 5:01 left to play. And that was the biggest offensive weapon that Champion Christian had. So now the Eagles with the 8-point lead, trying to inbound it, and that ball's knocked away by Manning. This is going to go back on Manning like it did in the first half. How much can the Eagles stay with the very quick and dynamic Tamaria Manning?
It's 5 minutes left and an 8-point lead. We'll see what Manning can do.
And see if the Eagles work inside now without Gonzalez there. If they get away from their love for the three-pointer and try to work something inside. And here we go. They get it to Washington, to Dykes. They can eat some time now. Heavenly Reed's going to drive into the lane. Shot put up, and she's fouled. That'll be a foul on Geraldine Hardy. That may be her 5th, if that's who it is.
Yeah, like I say, even though she doesn't make the basket, going inside draws the foul, gets her to the line.
So Hardy fouls out with 4 points. And that is the second of the size that they have. So it looks like Brianna Davis is going to have to come back into the game.
Well, we've talked about during this game, the Eagles have used a lot more depth, and it's beginning to show up now. When you've got kids you leave on the floor the entire game, they're going to get fouls.
Heavenly Reese, way off on the free throw.
Heavenly looked great off the bench a while ago, shooting a couple of free throws early. Now struggling.
She's got 13. And makes it 14. Hits one of the two.
Yeah, of course, as we say that, she cans it.
Yeah, looks perfect on the second one. 61-52 the score. 3-point shot from Williams, and she hits it.
I don't know where that's been. But
well, they haven't had a chance. Everything's been inside. They go outside, and that's only the second 3 they've hit in this game. Parsons hit one in the first half. Dykes with it now, 4:22 left side. Drives around Parsons, out to Reese. Reese driving, layup up. Now let's see if they're going to call continuation.
Oh, they do.
So Heavenly Reese gets the basket and a foul, and that will be number 1 on Caitlin Gibson. Reese a chance to go back to the line.
The coach is not happy for Central Champion Christian. but they give him or give her the continuation.
Yeah. 63-54. 64-54 as Reese hits one of the two the free throw to wrap up the three-point play, and it's back to a 10. 4:14 left to play. Manning, left side to Parsons. Parsons to Davis, picked up by Dykes. Boy, they're really extending the defense out right now. Hill doesn't need to be out that far on Manning. Now going to the corner, Gibson, three-pointer. No good, and it hit the scoring post up above the backboard. And that'll go back over to the Eagles with 3:54 left.
I agree on the Hill and Manning matchup, but the reason they extended was they want to take the three away because they feel like that's their best option now.
Yeah, but not at half court, not Manning.
I agree.
Lob inside to Washington, couldn't handle the ball clean. It goes out of bounds off her hands. It was the right move, just didn't execute it well. And there'll be a timeout on the court. I think the Eagles may be taking this timeout, so we'll take one as well. 64-54, A&M Texarkana with the lead. Here on the Fan, 107.9. Okay, coming back after this. All right, back to it. 64-54, Eagles with the lead. 3:40 left to play in the game. Manning with the ball, picked up by Hill. Manning goes left to Parsons. All over her is Mateus. Into the hands of Davis. Davis starts to drive, taken away by Hill. Hill going the other direction. Manning staying with her. Hill pulls up, puts a shot up from 6, good. Victoria Hill worked that all the way down the court and pulled up, not going for the layup, but going for the short jumper, and the lead's a dozen. Manning with it, needs some help. To Gibson, deep three launched up there, air ball. Parsons makes the catch, gives it inside to Williams. She misses. Parsons again with a shot, no good. Rebound by Dykes. 3 minutes and counting. Heavenly Reese with it. She'll drive. Gibson there defensively. Ball goes up and in. Chance for the three-point play for Heavenly Reese. Foul number 2 on Caitlin Gibson.
I'll tell you what, not having Gonzalez on the floor, they are so much more aggressive now going to the rim.
And we'll have a couple of substitutions. It's Capacci coming back into the game, and so is Gilliam. And it looks as though the Eagles, if they can make some free throws here at the end, have a chance to get their first program win. Heavenly Reese with the free throw. Got it in there. Got a lot of rim, but it got it to fall. 3 in a row for Reese now. She has really taken over the second half. She's got 20. Parsons lobbing into Gilliam. Back outside to Capacci. Her 3 from the baseline. Air ball. That's going to be an over-the-back foul on Haley Washington, her 4th. Trying to reach over the top of Keandra Williams.
Yeah, that's not a smart play. Right now, if you're the Eagles, fouling just gives them a chance to stop the clock and score points.
Yeah, clock running's all that matters now. 69-54. Keandra Williams to the free throw line. She missed all 4 of her free throws in the first half. And misses this one as well. Tigers have struggled in the second half. They have missed 7 of their 12-14 free throws, shooting 50% from the line in this half. And misses the second one. Well, they're good-looking shots. She just can't get the arc on them. 69-54, Reese to Mateus, free throw line. Back outside to Dykes and actually slows things down. Back to Reese. 14 on the shot clock to Hill. Little head fake around the defender, up and under. Shot gets a little spin and drops in. Victoria Hill with 2 more.
Yeah, now that lane's open, Hill's a lot more aggressive.
Shot from Manning, no good. Rebound Washington, gets it to Dykes. We're coming up on the 2-minute mark, 71-54. Dykes looking for Manning, who's hounding her, to Hill. 3-pointer for Victoria, that one's good. 3-pointer for Hill. 74-54, Hill's got 21. Manning will try a 3 the other way. That one no good. Rebound Dykes. 145. Dykes across half court. 20-point lead for the Eagles. Little noise coming from the student section. 15 on the shot clock. Right now they're just going to eat up some clock. Hill to Mateus, lob inside to Washington. Makes the catch, and they'll say she pushed off Gilliam and picks up the foul. And for Washington, that's number 5. So Haley will foul out with 7 points. Got all those in the first half.
Well, we're down to 1:25, and the student body and the locals can feel the first win.
Tell you what, if this doesn't pump up the guys after hearing the women out here getting a win, I don't know what will. All right, 125. Tigers will inbound it back in the backcourt, and they'll roll this thing to half court. Clock still not started. Now Manning will pick it up. We'll start the clock. Goes around Hill. Shot up and no good. Rebound Brooke Cephas, who just checked in. Cephas on the run. She's got the far side. Mateus saw her there. Whips the pass. Shot up and good. Mateus with the basket. The route is on. 76-54. Mateus with 11. 1 minute left to play in the game. Gilliam driving, shot blocked by Dykes, who picks up the foul. That's number 4 on Ashley Dykes. And the Eagles trying to get everybody together here for a quick huddle before the free throws.
Well, I think Victoria Hill's trying to show a little leadership here and get everybody to enjoy this moment.
Yep. Again, a team that has a lot of freshmen on it.
There's a lot of strangers more than anything.
That's right.
It's your first season ever.
Gilliam's free throw up and good. First point of the second half for Janiyah Gilliam.
Tell you what, Coach Dobbs is going to enjoy this one. He's worked all the last 2 months to try to bring these girls together.
59 seconds left. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Mateus out front to Heavenly Reese. Reese round a couple of defenders, layup up and good. Oh, Heavenly Reese, who had a rough night last night, 22 here tonight. Manning driving, her basket's up and good.
Manning couldn't do it by herself. After Gonzalez sat down, this thing was over.
Mateus with it, 40 seconds and counting. Lob to Dykes, top of the key. 21 on the shot clock, 33 on the game clock. It's a 78-57 lead for the Eagles. We'll push it over to Hill right side. Manning on her. Hill goes down. Manages to save it, gets it to Reese. 7 on the shot clock. 19 on the game clock. Foul by Brooke Cephas on the pickoff by Keandra Williams. Cephas, that is her second foul. 17 seconds left, and the Eagles are going to have their first program win.
Well, at 5 minutes, it was an 8-point game. That's when Gonzalez picked up her 5th foul, and since then, it's just been all Eagles.
It's been a game of runs. They had a 19-point lead in the third quarter, got whittled all the way down to 7. They blew it back up again, and then when Gonzalez went out, the game is now where it is at 21. 78-57. First free throw up and good for Keandra Williams. First free throw she's made today.
Remind you, the men are on deck about 20 minutes after this one's over. They'll get warmed up, and we'll have our Sports Magic tip-off of that one.
Second free throw on the way. That one no good. Rebound for Dykes. There we go, the last 15 seconds. Cross-court pass into the hands of Heavenly Reese. That's where it really belongs right now. Last 7 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. That'll do it. The Eagles have landed with their first win, 78-58. The win over champion Christian College. And they go to 1-1 on the season and a pretty good weekend here at home for the ladies.
Well, it is, and I tell you what, and it's going to be this kind of season. There's always going to be teams who are in a little tougher conference, a little more seasoned, like we saw last night with Southwestern Assembly of God, and then you'll be able to find some teams that are a little more down to your level, and they were able to do that tonight and get this thing and get the victory.
Well, they dealt with a size difference. They dealt with a little veteran difference. And at the end of the day, they weathered the storm. A 41-point performance last time out for Destiny Gonzalez. Not tonight. She fouled out with 23 points, and the Eagles get their first win for Kevin Dobbs here in Texarkana. We'll take a timeout. We'll get you about a 4-minute break. We'll see if we can't get one of the players up here to talk to us. Game Day's setting up their set up for the halftime interview. Coach Dobbs is getting ready to talk, and we'll come back here in just a couple of minutes. You are listening to Eagles basketball. You're on the Fan, 107.9.
Good job. Nothing wrong with that. There's plenty for everybody.
We're here.
Play good.
First program win tonight. What does that feel like, being a part of history?
I'm just glad to be here and be here with my girls. You know, we fight hard as a team, so I'm just proud of them, really.
Yeah. I noticed you, like, I don't know if tips count as rebounds, but you kept knocking that ball out and play for your teammates to get rebounds.
That's what I like to do. If I can't grab it, I'm going to tip it to them, let them handle it.
A lot of hustle.
I know they cut it pretty close, and Heavenly, you came in for your teammate that went down, hit those free throws, and then after that, it seemed like you guys started to get your momentum and you built up a pretty good lead.
Yeah, we just, feed off of each other. The bench, we got support from the bench, support from the stands, so, it just beat me up, and I'm just ready to go. So we had to come out halftime and end it right there. Yeah.
You played really well down low. The girl, I think she may have been a little bit taller, but you got a couple good blocks down there on her, played really good defense.
Size don't matter. I'm used to playing with the defense. Yeah, we be aggressive.
Right. We'll be following y'all all the season. Thank y'all for y'all's time. Best of luck next week.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Congratulations.
Coach. First program win. How does it feel to be a part of history?
I feel like I just won the Miss Ugly pageant. That was awful basketball, and that's about as bad as we've played all year. Fortunately, we got the win. I'm not going to be greedy, like I said, but
I was about to say, a 20-point win. What does it take to make you happy?
That should have been 20 at halftime. So I know us coaches are never happy, but we'll take it. It's they can't take that first win away from these kids. They earned it, and we'll take it.
You guys had a few turnovers here and there throughout the game, but I can definitely say I think you guys won the game because your hustle. Seemed like your ladies were well conditioned. They came out there, they played fast, and you got the W.
Yes, sir. The one thing we pride ourselves on, win, lose, or draw, we want to be the team that plays harder. Now, that's not always easy, but I think our kids last night even probably played harder. We just didn't get the win, but they're going to play hard. We just got to make sure we make some shots, make the right decisions. You can see the freshman mistakes. I mean, they're there, but the effort we can't ever question. That's got to be a given. The rest will come around.
Coach, we know you're a busy man. Congratulations on the first win.
Thank you.
And good luck. Have a great season.
Really appreciate you guys being here.
Definitely a great game.
Yeah,
Go Eagles.
Lady Eagles with a 20-point victory, 78-58. We were glad to bring it to you. We're going to cut this feed. We will come back with the men's feed. Thanks for watching. Tell them, Craig.
We are out of here.
About to be